Good morning, ladies, and Happy New Year. So, it's the New Year stretch. So, let's stretch. So, the first thing that we have to do is say Happy New Year. I think I've already said it, but hopefully, you've had a rested one, which is not the typical celebratory narrative that we give each other. So, what we need to do is just put our arms like that, crisscross, and then lift them right up so that you get into a supine stretch like this. Just hold that. Just hold that. So the supine stretch is with you leaning back, getting a good abdominal stretch, feeling those hips here open up, getting those lats to open up, and roll it round. And we're here, so our hands are beside our thighs, and we're going to go into a side bend all the way until you cannot go down no more without feeling uncomfortable. So now I've got a nice stretch here on the obliques, on the side of my abdomen, right there. I've got a little tightness on my adductor, stretched, and then what I do from here is lift my arm up and then expand a little bit more, so I get the lats, even more of an oblique, open up the hips, bring it down, bring it down. And the same for the other side. So, it's down to the side so that you reach the bottom point of where you can flex. And then once you reach that bottom point, get the opposing arm to come up. Feel that abdominal get stretched, the oblique. Feel those lats getting popped out. Feel that oblique here getting nice and tight. And lean over. Nice stretch. And just hold that. And from there, you're going to have your hands on your hips and you're going to rotate. You're going to rotate your hips round. As you rotate your hips round, you're going to feel your adductor. You're going to feel your lower back. You're going to feel your other adductor. And you're going to feel your hamstrings as you roll right over. So you're opening up all that mid to lower section. Just roll it round, roll it round, roll it round. Go into another direction, go into another direction. Big rolls, big rolls, big rolls. And then from there, you're going to lift one knee up and roll it round. So you open up the hips. Lift the other knee up, roll it round. And then alternate the knees. Alternate the knees. And we get about 5 each of these. So we've done 3. Lift the knee right up, roll it round. Try and keep your torso nice and straight. Right round. Right round. And from there you've got some nice opened up hips now. Nice and warm. So we can now open up them legs. Fingers pointing to the ground and then go all the way down up until the point you touch the floor. And if you can't touch the floor, you're going to have to pulse it when you get to your fullest stretch. As you pulse it, you'll be able to lower your fingers down so that you can touch the floor. So I'll give you a side view until you touch the floor. And from that, what I want you to do is keep on going lower until you get your knuckles to touch the floor. And then as you get your knuckles to touch the floor, I want you to try and get your hands to touch the floor. And when your hands are able to place themselves flat on that floor, I want you to leave it flat on that floor. And I want you to hold it. I want you to hold it and you might feel shaking all over here because you've got muscles inside that are trying to balance themselves. They're called stabilizers. So your stabilizer is being threatened. So by them being threatened, they're recruiting new stabilizers, new fibers. And also you've got warning fibers in there as well, warning signals. And those warning signals are the ones that are not allowing the muscle to stretch. Once you hold the stretch in a certain position for a considerable amount of time, those defenders, they start to relax. And the new recruits, they overwhelm the defenders and they say, let us in. And as they let themselves in, you'll be able to stretch a little bit more because you've opened them up a little bit more. And then from there, what I want you to do is walk your fingers back. Walk your fingers back to the point where you cannot walk them back no more. Get a deeper hamstring stretch. Hamstring, back of the leg. And then from there, you're going to raise yourself up. And with that wide stance, you're going to give yourself another supine stretch. Open up the abdominal again. Open up the hip flexor again. And now that we're in this position, what I would like you to do is point one foot towards me and the other foot away. And then what you're going to do is go into an adductor stretch. So try and keep your torso up. Put your hands on your hips, on the top of your thigh, your knee. Stretch it down to the point where you feel it in your adductor, the stretched leg. Try and keep your feet flat on the floor. Keep your body upright. And then you're gonna change sides. So hands on the hips, hands on the thigh. And we go right down again. So we stretch that adductor. And we're gonna hold that for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're gonna turn your torso to your chest, to your thigh. And then you're gonna put your chest, abdomen on your thigh. You're gonna put your hands either side of your leg. And then you're gonna turn your trailing foot in so that it's in line with the forward foot. And you're going to stretch the forward leg. But you're gonna make sure that your fingers do not lift themselves up from the floor. Keep your fingers on the floor and stretch that forward leg, but keep your chest, your stomach on the thigh. That is another awesome hamstring stretch. And then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. So it's you getting into the adductor stretch, turning your body, turning your torso, putting your chest flat on the thigh, putting your fingers either side of your foot, turning your feet in the same direction forward, and slowly stretching your hamstring, your leading leg. And turning, keeping ourselves in that squat position. We're going to squat down, put one hand on the floor near your leg so that your elbow is pushing your knee away, and then you're going to twist your torso, and you're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to change arms, push your elbow in, twist and turn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. And from there you're going to stand right up again, and then your feet are going to go in, supine stretch, get your elbow, push your elbow down, stretch the back of the arm, tricep, push it down as far as it goes, and then lean to the side again, get that oblique, get that lat stretch, open up them hips. And as you're doing that, keep on holding that tricep down. We're going to do it with the other arm. Now what I want you to do is push your elbow down as far as it goes, and then I want you to take a deep breath in. So push it as far as it goes. If you can't go down no more, take that deep breath. So take that deep breath, and I want you to hold that breath. Hold that breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to release that breath, and at the same time as you're releasing, push that tricep down a little bit more. So you go into advanced static stretching, something called PNF, but you're doing it by yourself. Normally it's assisted stretch. And then again, lean to the side, open up the lats, open up the obliques, and from there I want you to interlock your hands, and as you can see, we're amongst trees, so now you're gonna hug that tree. As you're hugging that tree, imagine that tree is expanding. Imagine it's like raining and that tree is getting wet, absorbed, so it's moist and it's getting bigger. It's expanding, it's got inflammation. So what's happening to you is that you are stretching, and you're stretching even more. So you're stretching the top of the traps, you're stretching the lats because the tree's getting bigger, but try and keep your fingers interlocked. And then from there, relax it, and then put your hands on top of your butt. Bring your elbows in and lean back. And we're gonna turn our arms, we're gonna push them towards our body like that, and then one hand is pushing your elbow towards your chest and you're flexing like that, and you're getting a rear shoulder stretch, but at the same time with this hand you're poking it into the other rear shoulder, and that's allowing new fresh blood to get into the area. So as you pulse the arm that is across your body, you're actually pressing the other rear shoulder as well. 2 stretches in one, and the same thing with the other arm. As you get to the fullest stretch, you're going to pulse it and then poke it. And we're going to roll it round, and then we're going to shake it out, and that is your New Year stretch. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and obviously you didn't catch it here because it's way too early for you. So when you see it on the recording, give it a little comment. How was it for you? Did you enjoy it? And have you got tears in your eyes like me because it's freezing? Have a great day and have an even greater freaking year.